So my name is Cam, and I am here at TCU, Texas Christian University, working as an assistant director of development in the Lettermen Association. I have done some professional development in the past before, but never anything such as a setup as LeggUP has provided. Nothing in terms of a one-on-one type setup. So it's been a completely new experience for me. In terms of expectations, I don't know if I necessarily had expectations. There were certain hopes that I was hoping to get out of this experience with LeggUP. There are certain areas of aspects that I knew that I could improve upon, whether it's from a leadership standpoint or communication with my team, but definitely on the fundraising side, there were some things that I was interested in kind of expanding on. And some of those things were one, definitely being able to set specific goals within my fundraising efforts, and kind of putting metrics and specific, milestones for myself outside of just what the team has put in front of me. So continue to challenge myself, and I was hoping to just kind of take myself to the next level. This platform was very easy to use. I would say it was streamlined and very user-friendly. In terms of being able to access the various documents throughout the weeks with the different curriculums. Those are readily available. Access to being able to communicate with you all's team. All of those different pieces were very easy to find, and communication went really well there. LeggUP made it very easy and streamlined the process of being paired with a coach. I was able to easily go in and take my career post-assessment, kind of got a good amount of feedback for myself. And once I got the two options of the coaches that I had in front of me, then I was able to kind of make the best decision for myself from there. So I picked the coach that I did for a couple of different reasons. Once I had gone through the process of kind of answering all the questions that you all presented, had two different options, and one was a male and one was a female. And honestly, in terms of their credentials, they're pretty similar. But honestly, in a lot of the experiences that I've had, the leadership has been a male. So I was really interested in just getting a different type of perspective in terms of how I could continue to expand myself and think outside of my own tunnel vision and my own box. So that was kind of made the decision easy for myself in terms of picking Donna, who ended up becoming my coach. The platform was really easy to use from a schedule standpoint. Pretty much as soon as I would hop off of the one session, I would pretty much schedule my next one, which I would usually try to keep them 2 weeks apart. And I would just look at my schedule and try to just find an empty block. Usually I kept mine on the Fridays, so I would just find a time that worked for my coach on that date, and there was always availability. Pretty easy to find time for us to get together and recuperate. And that 2 weeks was a perfect amount of time in between sessions for me. Coach did a phenomenal job of personalizing the coaching for myself. Of course, there's the core curriculum, the different topics that we have each week, but she really wanted to listen to me and hear what my current experiences were within my job, at that time. And so she did a really great job of just meshing the curriculum with my current tasks and roles and everything, and making it make sense. So it made everything more worthwhile and more fulfilling. And I continue to look forward to the next sessions. And honestly, I'm kind of missing the LeggUP sessions at the moment, but that's a good thing. Those 6 weeks were definitely worthwhile, and I'm continuing to grow and build on everything that I did with my coach at that time. Donna absolutely helped me to grow professionally. Some of the things that she did, and one specific example that I think of is I brought a specific, particular example to her in terms of real life work experience, and she kind of walked me through the different steps of being able to communicate and kind of lead and kind of influence without authority, which was one of the specific topics. And so different things like that. She, like I said, she meshed everything really well, assisted me in, creating those SMART goals from week to week, so that in, having that accountability partner, I made sure that, I've kind of, since I no longer have Donna, I'm kind of being able to, work with a graduate assistant now, who I've kind of allowed that to kind of be my accountability partner, where I'm able to lead down and kind of help her grow as well. So, I mean, across the board, from a fundraising standpoint, as well as from a leadership standpoint, Donna did a phenomenal job of, growing me as a professional. This LeggUP coaching during a pandemic honestly couldn't have happened at a better time for me personally. I think that I started the program about the beginning of April. So, a little bit after the, shutdown and everything had started. And so, as events and everything kind of halted and our departments kind of had to start thinking towards the future and how we could use our time wisely. And it became a time where we needed to focus on, solidifying our foundation as a department as well as individuals. And so it was a perfect time for me to be able to jump in. And honestly, those 12 weeks within, during that time where I was taking my 6 sessions, I noticed a tremendous amount of growth and opportunities and blessings that have come my way within that time. Other companies should absolutely incorporate LeggUP into their companies. I mean, I know for myself personally, as well as listening to some of my fellow coworkers, we've all feel like we've grown a lot from these experiences. And I feel like a lot of times in our roles, as we continue to get more responsibilities and continue to grow within our professions, it's necessary for us to be able to sharpen the sword at the same time. I mean, it's one thing to get our professional development through conferences or at this time, webinars, all these different types of things, but being able to have a one-on-one coaching session and having that accountability partner, throughout whatever the amount of time is that the sessions are going on. I think that I don't think that there's any better way to be able to truly sharpen the sword than having that type of structured system. So I absolutely advocate for any company to bring in LeggUP for personal coaching.